Why Instagram removed the unfollow confirmation. The thing where you unfollow someone and it pops up and it says, "Are you sure?" They removed it. They got rid of it. Nix, gone, bye, see you later. Yes. So Instagram removed the unfollow confirmation. This is the thing when you are unfollowing people and it asks you on your phone whether or not you're actually sure. Sort of a double check. Well, Instagram got rid of that. You click on follow and now you're not following that person. There's no confirmation. Why would Instagram do something like this? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain this. Literally, I'm going to explain why this is a smart business decision for them, why it's kind of good for you too. So if you didn't already know, social media platforms use a psychological tactic called the hook. It's something that's very well documented, and even some of the early engineers at Facebook have really talked publicly about how incredibly well it works. There's 4 components to it. There's the trigger, there's the action, there's the variable reward, and then the investment. And then it loops back to the beginning to a trigger again. The whole purpose of the hook is to keep you coming back to the application over and over and over again and spending more time every single time you open the app. And trust me, this stuff works. It works super, super well. And as I describe it, it probably will sound familiar. The first thing is a trigger, and this is most often in the form of an external trigger or a notification pushed to your phone. Think of every single time you've got a notification that something happened in an app and then you went and opened that app. That's an external trigger. So it can't have all of the information in the external trigger. It's got to have a hint and then motivate you to actually open the app. The second step is the action, so that's you following through and opening the app to check what's actually going on. So it's either you open the app immediately, or the action is that you open it an hour later or 2 hours later that night when you're going through your notifications. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as the external trigger motivates you to take the action to open the app. That's all they care about. The third step is super critical. It's the variable reward. Think of how incredibly well designed the little notification banner is at the bottom when you open the app. How many likes did you get? How many comments did you get? How many followers did you get? That's like, the holy grail. You want to see that number as high as possible, right? The design of showing you in the few seconds that you're waiting for that to load, all that excitement, that dopamine rush, that's a variable reward. Think of it like a little slot machine that you're pulling every time you open the app from one of these notifications. You get a notification that so-and-so liked your stuff and you open the app and there's a few other notifications there. What are those? Who's the new people that you followed? Each individual notification you can now investigate a little bit and dig a little bit deeper. That's giving you a dopamine rush. That's a variable reward, just like a slot machine. It is what it is, but that psychologically is what keeps you coming back because you don't know what you're going to get as a reward. Then the final step is an investment, which is either your time, it's you spending time on the explore page after you've checked your notifications, it's you scrolling past a few ads, paying their bills, paying their shareholders, or it's something like you checking your followers to see, have you lost any followers today? Have you, how are your posts, how are your older posts doing? Anything that sort of gets you more invested in the application and into the next round of hook later that day, an hour later. You check back to see, again, have I lost any followers? Have I gained any more followers? Whatever hooks you into the application on a deeper level is the investment. But, whoa, hold your freaking horses, T. People don't get notified when you are unfollowed. There is no external trigger. There is no notification for unfollowing. So Instagram just made it easier to unfollow without an external trigger. Why the hell are you even talking about this, T? Are you dumb? Nope, I'm not dumb. And although there's no notification for it, there's a strong investment in not losing followers. It's a strong motivator, an emotional motivation that people have to gain more followers and not lose followers. Instagram knows this. It's that thing that creates that sinking feeling. How can Instagram use that? Well, there's 3 ways that they're gonna use this. One is that it motivates more investment of people who are losing followers. So if you're losing a few followers, or you're not super active on the platform anymore, or even moderately active, and you are losing 10 followers a day, well, now you might lose 12. Now you might lose 15 followers a day, because it's easier for people to unfollow you. It might even happen more just by accident. There's gonna be a percentage of unfollows that happen that are purely accidental now. Really getting that investment back into, you gotta stay active to keep growing. Number 2 thing that this helps with is that it makes it easier for accounts that are highly active on the follow, unfollow strategy of pushing the limits of how much they can follow and unfollow. How active can they be on a single day, every single day, month over month over month, quarter over quarter? It's making it easier for those accounts to engage in that behavior. And the third thing is, since people are engaging in this unfollow, follow activity more, that wheel has been greased. That means, number 3, there's more follow notifications, external triggers going out to people who are being followed more. So it does actually trigger the hook loop more often for more people via unfollow and then following new people, or unfollowing and refollowing. Doesn't matter. Either way, external trigger still happens when people do follow. But what I've always found super funny and weird, especially about influencers on Instagram, and smaller influencers and small businesses, is they always are under this impression that Instagram does not want them following too often, unfollowing too often. They think that Instagram doesn't want this activity, that activity is wrong. And that's twisted. That is not the right way to think about it. Instagram wants you to do that activity because of this hook that they've put in place. You're triggering the hook all over the place for people who weren't gonna open the app otherwise, but then they got this random follow from this random company or this random influencer, and they gotta find out what it is. Oh no, this variable reward. Oh no, now they're in the app, now they're doing investment. So they want you being more active. It's good to do this in that perspective. So, and literally, if you're an aspiring influencer or a small business, this is now the time to strike. Instagram just gave you the okay to follow and unfollow more often. It's time to shake off that irrational fear that you're being too active on Instagram, or that you're going to hurt people's feelings. Of course, if you use Instagram for personal use, this is not necessarily for you. Don't go and unfollow all of your personal friends. But if you're a business or you're an influencer and your goal is to grow, you just got the okay from Instagram to do it through following and unfollowing more people every single day. And if you have people that are super upset that you unfollowed them, follow them back. Just, you know, it's just the way of life. If someone's upset that you unfollowed them, follow them back and apologize. It's not that big of a deal. So that's why Instagram made it easier to unfollow people. It's a super, super smart business decision on their part. It's very calculated, not at all opaque. It's pretty darn transparent, but people seem to be really confused as to why this would happen, and it's because of those misconceptions I talked about. Instagram wants you to be very active on the platform. If you're an influencer, or small business, they want to use you to get more people opening the app every single day and get them invested in the platform, using it more, getting on the explore page, all that stuff. That's what I got for you guys. I hope you found this informational, informative. If you did, I don't know, hit the like, subscribe, whatever. Just glad to be making a video for you, and of a pretty interesting topic. So great have a great, good day. Yeah, whatever. Bye.